Okay, hi guys. Once again, this is Alfred from Binary Options Tutor.com. I'm here today with trying something new, experimental, and I just thought I'd share it. It's totally experimental. Um, this I'm recording this is like the London Open, so uh, usually you're gonna get some type of action when London opens. I saw everything just sitting here, just for ages now, around these numbers. And my master line is well oversold. My crosswalk showing me some of these cautionary yellows, or another way to look at them is right here. This first one, you can see there's some aggressive momentum to the downside. I've got a little indicator. I just thought about this and I just searched for an indicator because it's very simple, and I know there was somebody out there who probably already made it. A little indicator to just only show me numbers when I'm actually seeing a certain movement in the pips. So I can see there's some aggressive moves down, big move down here, a big move down here. It doesn't look very big, but I've talked about this before. Depending on how you had your scaling in MT4, is may look like, you know, less of a move than it really is. So I got all these big moves, then all of a sudden we flatline. Now we're obviously not just going to, I've said this a lot in videos, that we're not just going to boom and just fly up. That we're going to be flat a while, and then we're going to sometimes get that movement back up. Now what's happening is what I hope to happen, is we're getting that bounce, and I'm gonna go over here, and you see me do this a lot. I'm moving to my market order, moving over here. Probably missed the best place, but I'm gonna take my 14. Nah, that's 20, and I'm just gonna walk away. And that's a fast scalp. I'm scalping the open. Well, it's not perfectly around the open. It's we're about 30. I'm sorry, we're about 16, 17 minutes into the open. We were very close to the open when I got into the trade, and I probably got. See, now that we're actually at the number was 111.70, and I got in for somewhere around 30. Well, I got in under 30, but I know that when it hits, if it hits, I don't know if it was gonna ever hit or not. Nobody does. But if it can get back up to the strike, I'm usually going to see the price around 47, and somewhere in that area. So if let's say 40, 44 to 47. So if I can buy in just under 30, then I should be able to get out around 45 or 47, and that gave me that little $20 profit right there. Again, I'm not in very long. Let's talk about the logic why we scalped here. We saw big move here, and a big move is denoted because I'm starting to see that we're in this oversold area here on my crosswalk. I see this yellow. That's a yellow indicator there. So that's either cautionary, or I'm expecting to see some momentum pick up, and it's just going to keep going. I don't know. So I've got to wait a little while. I saw another big move. Okay, another yellow iteration here. And then I started to see pull off, and everything goes flat. While this is happening, then I'm seeing the momentum to the downside that was happening over here in these 15 minutes in the price action. Once I start seeing these iterations over here in the price action, then my thought process is that is drying up. Okay, so how do I get an out of the money bet? Is I'm down here and we're headed into the red on the crosswalk, getting back down to the bottom area. I'm looking for a place that we've been in the last hour that we may get back to in this hour that was left in the contract, if the market is truly turning. So that's what gave me the idea for that strike, which was 111.70. Now you can see we're just above 111.70. We're like 111.72. Could I have held it and maybe squeezed out a little more? Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know that. What I know is that I took a risk of under $30. I left with $20 on that risk, and I done so in a few minutes. I hadn't done it. I hadn't been in very long prior to starting the video. So, will this work like that all the time? No, it won't. I was out of the money for a good bit before I started the video. It was just meandering, wasn't doing anything. And then we finally turned. We got that nice bounce. Why did I sell on the bounce? Because this is a pretty big number. You see I got that number there? That tells me that's a pretty big move. And when you get those big pushes up, sometimes everybody's gonna figure it out, and either it's so obvious that now everybody wants to jump in on the ride, and the market maker can't withstand everybody jumping in on the ride at the same time, so they're gonna move the price down. Or it's a move that's outside of the broker's control. It's more like a bank move. That's usually followed with news or somebody speaking or something like that. This is just the market open. I'm not aware of any news, but I don't really follow the news very closely anyway. It was just a strategical play. I had my pivot point here. It looked like they stopped at the pivot point. This big green line, we haven't updated this on the site yet, but I'm going to get this up there. We decided to add this. This is the top of the value area for yesterday. Somebody wrote me and asked me, well, what do you know anything about value area? I'm aware of a gentleman here on YouTube who trades a lot of binary options using value area. Is really popular with futures guys. I never looked at it a lot. I didn't really know a lot about it, so I had to say, well, I'll look into it, but I'm not familiar with it, and I don't know the formula. I don't know how to get it. I don't know a lot about that, you know. And I did, and I like the idea, the logic behind TPO. So I decided to add this into our round and whole numbers indicator, so that the next day we'll draw a value area low and we'll draw a value area high. That's what this green is. I'm not going to talk a lot about value area now. That's just another quick scalping trade, just an idea. We were kind of, again, more time based. You saw I done one back in the day. If you go through my videos, you can see I've done one fading the open. I'm not fading the open. I was buying out of the money on the open, and I was looking for that retracement, that bounce. Lots of times you'll get, just from my experience, not all the time, this isn't gospel, but a lot of times you'll get kind of a fake out. Those sometimes it's almost to the number 15 minutes before the London Open, and then you'll get just a total reversal, like a bounce in the other direction. I think that's the market maker moving price down, getting things set up in expectation of a push at the open. So he has to sell, he or she has to sell in order to withstand that movement that they suspect is coming. So that's why I choose these little like hook trades, because it's like I've seen the market here, I'm finally seeing some flat area, I take an out of the money trade, and I only need the market to get that little move back up like a little U, so that we turn around and touch that area. And that's what you guys just saw there. It's a scalp. It is late my time. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning when London opens. It's in the morning for you guys across the pond, but it's late my time. But it's just another time-based trade. Somebody wrote me and asked about time-based trading. I'm aware of another guy who trades binary options. He likes to do time-based trades, and I do them. It's just they're not going to happen all the time. But I've tried to give 3 examples in this series on scalping. The one that I done after hours, where I'm looking for a lazy trade. The one that I done on the open, that's the New York Open with the Dow. And now this is the one that I done surrounding the London Open. That's where I'm looking for my U. I'm looking for that retracement back to that number. And you see we did hit that number, but now you see we're falling off that number. That's another reason why I'm scalping. I'm not concerned with whether it's going to be at that number at the end of the hour. I'm concerned with, can I get in out of the money and find my way in the profits inside of that next hour, as I've said in the other videos. A little bit longer than I anticipated, guys, but I hope it gave some guys some ideas. This is certainly a pattern that will recur a lot. If you could translate the times and get it into your timing. When I say it's to my time, I'm on Central Standard Time, so that'd be 3 Eastern. That's why you see the prices over at Nadex, the prices are based on Eastern Standard Time. That's all for now, guys. See you guys on the next video. Once again, like, share, comment, subscribe. If we've helped you, please help us by sharing this content with others. Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick side note, okay? Cause I'm still up, A, cause I'm an insomniac, 2, because I still had a little work to do. But in this bed, the line where I've got the line right there, that's where I got out. And you'll remember that I was buying 111.70, and you saw we pushed up for a little while longer, and you saw what started to happen around the end of the hour. We just dropped right through that line. We're finally breaking value area high in that central pivot point, and we're starting to dip into the value area, getting around statistical support, which we could maybe even make it halfway through there and still be within the support area. But this is our daily area here, so it's just been a kind of selling day. So I took the long just for a quick pop, and I scalped and I got out. Had I held the trade, which I got in for what was this, under, I can't remember, 20, I was trying to get under 30, 20, I think I got in about 26, some change. If I would have held it, it would have been, it would have expired worthless. As most most out of the money contracts in general, they will expire like that. But since I scalped, I was able to get in, risk less than 30, get that quick 20 on my risk, and leave. Because, like I talked about in the other half of the video, sometimes the market's going to catch up with you and things reverse. And that's what happened here. Just like I got that U coming in when guys saw, oh, look at all of this impulsive action down, and then here comes that reversal. Well, now, oh, look, here's all this impulsive price action up. Okay, now instead of a U, it's kind of forming, some people call it an M, and it's doing the opposite. It's going down. I don't talk a lot about price action because I'm giving you guys letters and all of this, and it's very subjective in my mind. You know, if you're really a creative person, you might just see the letters and get it. But to my experience, sometimes guys just don't see the letters. I probably could have took something to write over and maybe make it clearer. But I hope that's helpful to somebody. And again, just another point about scalping, because remember, all this time, Masterline, this is my mean, and it's about hugging the zero line, and we were way oversold at the time when I was getting in around here. I was hoping we'd bounce a little with these two areas here, the central pivot and the value area high, and we did get that bounce there, but it wasn't enough to hold us for that entire hour. Again, that's all I had, guys. See you guys on the next video, just showing what would have happened had I have held the trade. And this series is about scalping, so I haven't held any of the trades in any of this series. It's been about, I think 5 or 6 videos, and I'm always scalping. See you guys on the next video. Once again, this is Alfred for BinaryOptionsTutor.com.